everyone and welcome back to another train simulator video. I did take the plunge in the end. I did an extra day of work, so I thought I'd treat myself to something. So we have got the ATS Chat Moss route, which I've been on about for such a long time, just never got it until now. And the Imbue Studios and ATS Class 185, which looks very good. I've had a little play of it already. Not much, but it's very nice. So let's get in. We're in the Trans-Pennine level, which looks absolutely fantastic on it. We're going to get in. We've got a little bit of time. Yeah, we're due at 54, so there's not really any rush. So we can sort of just set it up. But it's a really good looking train. I mean, it's decent. I mean, more than decent. Let's get it set up. I think this is actually is this the diesel Desiro? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the diesel Desiro. I think we'll do that. We've still got the red down there, so we'll keep that as it is. Our head where are we going today? We're going to Manchester, Victoria, and apparently there's disruption on the route as well. So we're doing the full run of the route. It looks like it's going to take us about 50 minutes or so, so that's all right. Let's get the headlights on. Desiros are a little bit different where the controls are. There you go, that's all good. That should be all set. Yeah, no, that's good. Our destination, I assume we need to also put up as well. We'll put in. Let's do the GSMR first. So we are running as 1 Papa 17, and the signal ahead of us is. I wonder if they actually have the GSMR boards in real life here. 086. So we'll pop that in. 086. Wait for that to register. Hopefully the audio's alright. I'll probably move it up, but it's a diesel train, so it's quite noisy. There's another one coming in. Right, route code. Okay. So that's 9118. This is a route I would like to do HUDless at some point. Is it going to work, hopefully? Newcastle, though, I guess that's probably where it would be going. We got to acknowledge the thingamajiggy here. There we go. Acknowledge config. There you go. Got a little tick on it, which should mean we're now all good to go. Which is good. Should be. I think that was it. Passenger lights, they're already all on. I think it's Newcastle on the front. Oh, doors, yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Where are the door buttons? Doors, door release left. How do we open them? Ah! That would be quite quick. Probably should have done them a bit earlier on. I just pressed T. There we go. Are they closing already? Yeah, that will do. And we have got the green now. So Lee Green is our next stop, which seems very close. Is that supposed to be Edge Hill? Right, set that forward, and I assume we should be all good to go. I'll turn up the audio a bit. You can hear the nice rumble. Nice. But yeah, I mean, getting this train just opens up so much opportunities for other routes we can then do it on, because I'm a southerner, so I don't really do these northern routes very much, and when I do, I don't really have the DLC and trains for them, so that's why we don't really end up doing them. But by now having this, which runs basically everywhere, or a lot of places, just open the door for more. And having the route as well. The route itself is a very good route from what I've seen of it. A little brake test. Yeah, all good. So I think this train was in development for 7 years. 7 years they were working on this train. I think it's been out a couple of years already. Lee Green. Is that Edge Hill? Is Edge Hill not called Edge Hill anymore? Let's have a look. Lee Green. Oh no, it's still Edge Hill. Where's Lee Green then? Is that Lee Green? No, that can't be Lee Green. Lee Green. This is a passenger stop there. Oh, I don't know. Lee Green. Oh, that's still 10 miles away. Let's say 0.13. No idea. Let's ignore that. I was going to say, I'm pretty certain Edgehill still exists. But yeah, looking forward to covering this route because ATS just don't let you down with routes. King's Cross, King's Lynn, Cambridge, Peterborough, they're all just really fabulous routes. You just... No, I'm not disappointed by it. So, I hope the same for this route. I mean, I don't know this route in real life. Well, same with the other ones. Well, King's Cross, King's Lynn, I know, right. But it would be nice, you know, at some point on stream to play like that. So I would like to learn this. Up to 40. Yeah, so I think as I was saying, I think this is the diesel Desiro. You know, you got the 450, 444, 350. I think this. Oh, hello. This is the diesel sort of equivalent. Is that a Nova 2 or is that a Nova 1? I think it's a Nova 1. That. I think there is a couple of scenarios in that actually. But I thought we'd sort of do 2 birds, 1 stone. The 185 and Chat Moss. I don't know, what suggestions have you got? What routes could we get and use? I mean, I know the Huddersfield line. We could probably do some scenarios in this train on there. So there's a fair few we can now do, which is exciting. And I was also considering maybe getting the MPV as well. So that's sort of a multi-purpose vehicle, but it could go on a lot of different routes. And through Edgehill, can we open the... Oh, we can open the... Oh, that was a funny sound. So it might be a little bit laggy around here. We've got the massive complex of Edgehill. I wouldn't expect it to run smooth. But this is, I suppose, a bit like coming through... a bit like coming through Hornsey. Sort of that area on the East Coast Main Line. Brilliant though. And you can open the cap door as well. We won't do that whilst we're moving. So I have driven off that way before. Off there, because that's on the Liverpool Manchester via Warrington Central. Which I think it crosses over this route. See, I'm really confused with the geography of this area. I mean, I know you've got Liverpool and then Manchester, but I think that route sort of goes down a bit. Storm that goes down to Liverpool South Parkway and then sort of goes back over and past us at Warrington or something. It sort of then crosses over and goes on the other side. So I've never done this bit before. The weather's not particularly nice, is it though? It will do. This train is great for acceleration. Look how quick it's going up. It's fantastic. Really quick accelerating train. Frames there. Nice. Let's get back in. So what station stops have we got? Let's say there's some sort of thunderstorm going on. There's the rain. We have got Lee Green. Actually quite realistic weather at the moment actually, as it is in real life. What's ticket and back? Ticket and back. I don't know. Ticket and back. Almost sounds like the tokens, sort of handing a token, but I don't think there's any single track sections along there. Newton to Willows, 12 miles in Victoria, so it's not that far, I suppose. Or at least that many stations. Using the AP Weather Enhancement Pack too. If it is, awesome. But I Bloody hell, this is bad rain. We probably picked not a great scenario to show off the route to begin with, but you know, it is cool. It's yeah, British weather. There you go, it's all nice back here. What sort of views do you get? Okay, sort of the usual amount. 8 o'clock in the morning, it's dark and everything, miserable. This must be the weather enhancement pack too. That lightning looked pretty good. Some of that blueness to it. Let's try and get another far shot. It's quite fast out of Liverpool, it seems. Lovely train, that, look at that. I think these are all Merseyrail stations. So maybe Lee Green is sort of the edge of Merseyrail. That's why we're stopping there. Maybe. And there's Lee Green, a big place. Another station absolutely flying through. What an electrifying experience. No, not you. How did you... I'll get there. I'll probably do another video. Well, there'll be quite a few videos. That's true. I'll probably do one in the Nova 2 as well. So yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. Oh no, is it Nova 2 or the Nova 1? The IET one, the plastic one. I think, is it the Nova 3 Transpennine are already getting rid of? Like, they only had them like a couple of years and they're like, ah, we'll get rid of them already, not good enough. The 68's on the front. This rain does ease up a bit. It is really bucketing it down. I can't remember if this is one of the default scenarios or one off the ATS website. I've got a feeling it might be one nabbed off the ATS website. Could be wrong though. There was also like a Christmassy one as well, which I was thinking would be cool, but it's not Christmas just yet. Bouncy as well, sort of like bounce, but then that is, I suppose, hopefully what we're going to see as a 319, which we're going to see in TSW 4. I don't know when this video is going out, but I believe there's actually suspension on Train Sim 4, so you're a bit like on this game, which I suppose it does have some sort of suspension. You'll be able to feel the sort of bounces as you go along, you know, over points, which will be nice. Weather does get a bit nicer. Awesome livery there. Transpennine Express is one of the best liveries. It is just lovely. What's the AWS sound like? Should go off in a second. AWS, do your thing. Okay. Double yellow, so double aspect signalling. Then let's start slowing down for Lee Green. The brakes seem to be fantastic as well. So even though it's diesel, it's quite good. Very reminiscent of the electric Desiros, which again have good acceleration and good braking. Well, looks like we're actually stopping before, no, not full service. Looks like we're actually stopping before Lee Green. It does have a little orange thing there, doesn't it? Unless it's some sort of approach control, maybe it's sort of off to the side. Maybe. But yeah, I probably didn't pick the best scenario. I didn't think it was going to be stormy. I went on the little weather thing, it said just cloudy, and I think that's alright. But, you know, it shows off the rain. red. Unless maybe it is some sort of approach control. Or maybe not. I'd imagine this probably does have working TPWS as well. I mean, you can see you've got the train stop override stuff. So we shall approach the danger signal slowly. And I'll probably get there and it will be... I'm very tempted to press tab. I've got a feeling, just the way there's nothing there and the next one's green, I've got a feeling it's one of those ones where it's a tab job. Do we do it? Don't know. Okay, it's denied. Okay, alright. Hopefully we don't get stuck here. Although this scenario did say it was full of surprises. It said like the line isn't as it usually is. So this might just be part of that. Now, what time are we due at Lee Green? 07, we've got a little bit of time. 30 seconds. Unless it does change as we get closer to it. I don't really know why you would have sort of approach control here, but you might do for some weird reason. Although unlikely. Probably need to get into the orange area first, don't we? And it might then do something. I mean, the fact there is that orange bit there indicates something is here to do. Now there we go. Maybe it was some sort of approach control. Maybe I don't know. Seems a little bit random. Little blast of the horn. Okay, well this is a Lee Green or Lay Green. Lee or Lay Green?
Warrington Signaller.
Hello, Warrington Signaller, driver of 1 Papa 17, standing at Whiskey November 587.
We are now.
Hello, driver of 1 Papa 17, standing at Whiskey November 587. We have multiple signal failures ahead and have required us to bring in emergency special working, which we need you to get a ticket ready.
Okay, so emergency special working is ahead, and I now have a ticket ready.
Okay then, driver of 1 Papa 17 on 14th of September 2021. Emergency special working applies between Whiskey November 587 at Lear Green and Whiskey November 565 at Earlstown West Junction on the Up Chat Moss.
Okay, so emergency special working applies between Whiskey November 587 at Lee Green and Whiskey November 565 at Earlstown West Junction on the Up Chat Moss.
Understood. An emergency special working sign has not been provided at Whiskey November 565.
Understood. No sign provided at Whiskey November 565.
Okay.
When authorised to do so, you must temporarily isolate TPWS. Pass Whiskey November 587 at danger. Ignore signal numbers Whiskey November 583, Whiskey November 569 and Whiskey November 567 and do not exceed 50 miles per hour.
Okay, so when authorised, I must temporarily isolate the TPWS, pass Whiskey November 587 at danger, ignore signal numbers Whiskey November 583, Whiskey November 569, and Whiskey November 567, and not exceed 50 miles an hour.
Correct, driver. No requirement for level crossings or any additional instructions required.
Understood, no additional instructions.
Okay, either Warrington Signaller give driver of 1 Papa 17 permission to pass Whiskey November 587 and proceed to Whiskey November 565 at Earlstown West Junction at 0807.
Okay, understood. Now I have permission to pass into the emergency special working section. We're passing Whiskey November 587 at danger and proceed to Whiskey November 565 at Earlstown West Junction at 0807.
Thank you, driver. Signaller out.
Well, that was cool. Right, well the door's already shut. Not sure when the guard did that, but that was cool. So we can't exceed 50 miles an hour until we're there, Whiskey November 565. And yeah, okay, and then we get to pass signals until that at danger. This is quite cool, isn't it? So I'll be looking out for any track workers if they're out sort of trying to sort stuff out. But yeah, it seems that maybe we were running a little bit late. Maybe it was actually supposed to do it whilst we were sat there. But still cool. Maybe the scenario is feeling nice. It just made it green for us. That's a green up ahead. Maybe got to go to 565 though. So if that was 587, the next one should be 585, shouldn't it? Quite possibly. So I'm pretty well down here. They go down in twos. So I think on the up line it's even, and on the down line it's odd. So what's this one? 583, yeah. Wait, yeah? Yeah. So the next one's 581. Or unless it goes down in fours here. Oh god, let's put that down. It's only a standard scenario, it's alright. For the station. So I wonder what the usual speed limit is along here. 90, 100 or so. What was the next four signals? I think the signaller said, so maybe they are a little bit different down here. Or up here I should say. Yeah, this circuit there, you got that one there. So what's this one here then? Got a double yellow. Get the wipers off, no point having them on. Is that off? It is off. No, it's not off. Where's that off? That might be off. This one. 5, 6, no, okay, let's just skip down to 5, 6. Okay, it's a little bit different. So that's 5, 6, 9. The next one will be 5, 6, 7, and then 5, 6, 5 after that. So I don't know why it jumped from that maybe all the way down to that. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Probably the junction. Now it's brightened up a little bit. Right, I can see someone over there, an orange army worker, so I'm going to do my horn. Make them aware that we're approaching. And what they would then do is that they would then raise their arm up to say they've acknowledged and they know we're coming. We'll do it again as well. Yeah, so they should then raise their arm up to acknowledge that, and should be able to get to a position of safety within 10 seconds. Or if they're already in a position of safety, they still need to acknowledge. That's 5, 6, 7, so 5, 6, 5 next. Does the blind go down as well? It does. Driver's blind and the second man's blind. This is cool. So these units, I think, were put into public service in 2006. So I'd count that as modern. I don't know, what about you guys? Would you count that as modern? Basically anything post 2000 is modern. Or semi-modern. So next signal will be at danger. So yeah, this would be degraded working, I believe. Or emergency working, as it said. Emergency permissive working? Or degraded working might just be part of that as well. I mean, degraded working is basically when something's not working. Could be something as little as an off indicator not working, at least for station staff. No. That's all good, it is green, but we've got to stop anyway, I think, for the ticket hand back. Don't know who we're handing it back to. So I was just handing it back to the signaller. Just to say we're now at this signal. Probably that. Right, ticket hand back. So we're gonna go on to a call to the signal. That would be quite cool if we did. Because this time it's just gonna be. I bet it will be as we pass it, it will then do it.
Warrington
Okay.
signaller.
Hello, Warrington Signaller, driver of 1 Papa 17 arrived at Whiskey November 565.
Hello, driver of 1 Papa 17 at Whiskey November 565. Now that you have arrived at end of emergency special working section, you are required to cancel your ticket and dispose of according to your TOC instructions.
Understood, tank ticket is cancelled and will be disposed as per TOC instructions.
Okay, please ensure that you have reinstated your TPWS.
TPWS has been reinstated.
Ah,
Okay, due to failure with exit signal, when given permission, I require you to pass Whiskey November 565 at danger due to signal failure.
it's not a danger.
Proceed at caution, travel 15 miles per hour over points, and obey all other signals.
Okay, so when given permission, I will pass Whiskey November 565 at danger and proceed at caution and obey all other signals.
Understood, you now have permission to
It might
pass
be-
Whiskey November 565 at danger.
Probably because we got the
Okay, now I have
AP.
permission to pass Whiskey November 565 at danger.
It's probably because
Thank
we
you.
have the AP
Thanks,
signal
signal
pack.
around.
That's probably or overriding it. That's probably why. So it probably would be at danger if you didn't have the signal AP. So it would do it as if it's at danger. And about now. That lasts, I think, for about 20 seconds. That does. Little blast of the horn. There you go, it's now timed out. Now we're past the signal, which I would imagine probably should be at danger, but because we've got the signal enhancement pack, it's not at danger. I don't think she said 15 miles an hour. I think it was 50 miles an hour. At least that's what I heard. 15 would be quite slow, I suppose. Unless it was 15 miles an hour. Quite cool viaducts. So it can't be too far to Newton and the Willows. I can't imagine that's too much further along. It's nice that this is all nice now. Than what it was a bit earlier. So obey all other signal instructions. So that's a yellow coming up. Double yellow. I think that's a double yellow coming up. It does look like it, yeah. So just got to obey it as normal. Double yellow. Probably will actually be bringing us down for Newton and the Willows. Cool scenario though. I mean, how cool would that be if something like that was on Train Sim World? Like one of those triangle stations. I like it. How it? Oh, it is like one of those triangle ones, a bit like Ambergate, or at least how Ambergate used to be. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forgot. Yeah. Imagine if we had stuff like that on TSW in like timetable mode, where there could be a signal failure, and it delays every other AI train. I mean, that would be really hard to code, but how cool would that be, though? And you just press the SG button, and then maybe some, I don't know. You probably won't have a message come through, but it would do something. Right, coming into Newton Law Willows. Oh, what's all those things we can do? PIS passenger alarm unit, PIS intercom public announcement. We can click it as well, make public announcement. There we are, Newton and Willow. So we are free coaches, so looking out for the free coach stop marker, if there is one. And I don't think Lee Green did. I don't think this one does either. Yeah, it's just to the end. And there is, but yeah, just go to the end. I think that's the train we'll be driving quite a lot on this route, is the 319. 319 is just amazing. Here we are. Not that, has to go to full service, let's put it into neutral, and do the doors. So far, so good, I'm liking this. And yeah, another good route by ATS. I mean, they just don't disappoint. And ATS is now actually working on Trenton World. So I sort of hope the same for the TSW content. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Yeah, this was 7 years in the making, this train. I mean, maybe it wasn't 7 years on the trot. Maybe they did it a couple of years and they were like, oh, actually, we'll have a little break. And then maybe came back to it a year or two later. There's a lot you can press, though. Come on, guard. Let's go full whack. Oh yeah. TPE is on the way. Oh no, not Newton or Willow, it's the other station which was back there. The triangle one. What was the other one back there? Can we go on the map whilst we're... We can't go on the map whilst we're paused. I should probably know that. So what was the one back there then? Earlstown. Yeah, Earlstown, not Newton or Willows. So weird, we had Edge Hill and then absolutely tons of stations which I have no idea what they're called. So after the triangle looking station, it's in Newton and Willows. So how far is it to Mank now? 15 miles. Getting that up. Yeah, it would be cool to learn this from Hudless. Would be good. Neutral section. Doesn't matter to us, we're diesel. 100 miles an hour max speed of this train, that's quite good. I don't know what the turbo stars max are, 90? But really, the acceleration is fantastic. I think these units are still going quite strong as well. I don't think they're being replaced anytime soon, are they? Lovely cab though. Big open window, you get quite a big side window as well. It's nice, it's pleasant. So there's probably quite a few stops we are missing out along this bit as well. At some point I have to do a full stopper and a 319. See how we get on. Maybe just literally turn the HUD off. Stop at every stop. But I mean, speed limit wise it seems to be quite simple. I mean, it's been 90 I think all the way. I mean, I know we had that 50, but that was just the signal issue. So I think it's been 90 most of the way, and it's a straight line most of the route, so I'd imagine the 90 probably does stay for most of it. Or was it 20, 40, then I think it went up to 70 or something like that, then 80, and then up to 90, and it's just stayed at 90. So speed limit wise, it seems quite straightforward. That rain's ended as well. this is just well, almost just a straight line. You've got a little bit down to Liverpool South Parkway. That's Big Junction there, isn't it? It's Big Junction. What's this down here? Warrington Bank Quay. Go down to there as well. Where does the line cross over then? On to Warrington Central. So there's no stations along here. Patrickcroft, Eccles, and then Deansgate, Manchester Oxford Road. That's the Orville curve here, isn't it? The one that links this up. Oh no, that's somewhere there, not it. And Piccadilly there, and then Victoria up there. Oh, hello. That's the DSD. There's not many stations on here to learn. Earlstown, Newton and Willows, Pancroft, Eccles, and then Deansgate, or then you're going into Victoria. Yeah. There's not too many to learn. It's way more the Liverpool end where there's just thousands of stations. Although you might not stop at any of them. 75, 60 and 75. We've got 10 miles to Victoria now. So all in all, what's it, 40 minutes one end to the other? So it's not the longest route ATS have done, but there's, well, there's a fair few stations. I don't, did this one come up before the... I don't think this one did come out before King's Cross, because that's like the behemoth one. Still, good route. And this is £26.99 on the Alan Thompson Sim website. It's very easy to install as well. I mean, you buy it and you download it, and then there's like an installer, so it just sort of automatically installs for you. So if you do, I mean, it's the same with any ATS content, but I think the majority sort of official ATS stuff, there's an installer for it, so it's a bit like Armstrong Powerhouse stuff. It's just easy to install. Then it also asks you if you want the branding patch, and if you want like a manual, if you want extra roll in stock. So it's all just done for you basically. So nothing to worry about when you first get it. I mean, when I did first actually try and download this, it did say there was an error loading the launcher. Loaded it again, it was fine. Okay, that was a slightly weird 60. So 75, 60 and 75. Because there's not many landmarks to look out for. Sort of for like, oh yeah, we're coming up to the 60, oh we're coming up to that station. There's not really much to look out for. I feel like this would be a good route on TSW. I mean, as it's sort of one of those known routes, Manchester, Liverpool. I don't know if this is the original Manchester, Liverpool route, or if it's the one via Warrington Central. And one of the first sort of passenger railways in the world. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. I've got a feeling it's the other one. Or maybe it is this one. Where's the other one go then? Oh, here's the other one here. Yeah, so this is the other one. It is a route on Train Sim Classic. So that's comes, I suppose, across here. So it's maybe up here and then. Yeah, so the other one, the other route must basically just mirror it. Comes along here and then joins up there. This must be sort of the quicker one. What a lovely train though. Lovely train on a lovely route. Well worth 53 quid I spent on it. But I thought I'd treat myself. I did an extra day of work, a bit of overtime. So I thought that's an extra sort of 100 quid or so. So I thought, well, I'll spend it on, I'll invest it back into the channel and into the game. So, well worth it. Maybe I'll do the same next month. Well, in fact, I spent the money quite nicely. So my extra day, I spent it on a couple of train sim DLCs, and then went out on a train trip. Went out on a train trip to Ashford, Rye, Bexhill, sort of looking around, spend a bit of money. Yeah, it was good. Oh, we've got the you got the Teacock there, train circuit operating clip, red flag there, and then detonators there. The most trains should have them. Yeah, most trains should have them, and the red flag is used to stop other trains. The detonators, I don't think most people might know what detonators are. It's sort of it's an audible warning to. Oh, we've got a TSR to stop a train. That's quite cool. The little mini AWS magnets there. That was at 60. Yeah, we're all good then. What's this one? This one is this. Yeah, Pentacroft. That was Eccles next. And then the train circuit operating clip, you put it on the tracks. So say if you had, there was an emergency, and I know you hit something, and something bad happened. You could get out the train and put a Teacock down, which then basically sets the signal before to red as it breaks the track circuit. And then you could then walk 2 kilometres up the line and put detonators down. Although walking 2 kilometres nowadays is probably not likely, because it's 4 teas and a sugar. So you would only walk. No, you would only walk 2 kilometres. No, you would walk basically until you come across a train, a trailing junction, a tunnel, or a telephone. So that's the 4 T's, and then the sugar, the S, is signal box, I believe. Signal box, signal. But yeah, I think detonators are rarely used nowadays. I mean, with the modern sort of GSMR and radios and mobile, you probably just wouldn't need to use them. But they're still there. That's sort of, I suppose, a last resort. So this is Eccles, I think. That's one it. Yeah, Eccles. So I think there's the junction coming, isn't there? So there'll be the line off to Deansgate, and the one off to where we're going, which is Manchester Victoria, which will be nice to see how it looks in the modern era. As basically every time I've seen Manchester Victoria, it's been on Train Sim World, Northern Transpennine, in the 80s. So it'll be cool to see how it looks. Oh, and the cool thing about this route is you get working CDRA, which I think is at Manchester Victoria. So hopefully in another video, you might have seen that video already, it might not be out yet, you'll see working CDRA, which I'm very, it's just one of those things which is like, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And it's another thing which should be in Train Sim World. So it'll be cool to see it at TSW. It's just those little things, you know, CDRA, TSRs, signal failures, that just make it so just much more realistic. I mean, I suppose, yeah, saying something like a game like TSW, maybe not signal failures or stuff like that, but at least CDRA. Working off indicators as a standard. Just these things make a difference to how much you enjoy and sort of immerse yourself in a route. sort of main road at the moment into Manchester. Some sort of motorway or some sort of a big road into it at least. I know, what's that big road on the left of us? That's what, 50? So it's been quite easy to speed limit. 90, 75, 60, 75. And basically when you're coming, it tells us there that we've got 50 coming up, then down to 30. So a relatively straightforward route for speed limits. And there's not as many changes as what there is on the East Coast main line. There's a whole ton of changes. Good fun though, good fun. And it's good that weather cleared up as well. As it rained the whole way, would have been a bit like, ugh. So we had that massive downpour at the beginning, but it seems to be all right now. Oh, word of advice: if you do get this route and you've got the AP Signal Enhancement Pack, install the patch. Because when I first downloaded this route, I thought the Signal EP would already be on there. The patch would already be on there, as I downloaded it for the other ATS route. I was wrong. So I loaded in, and I think there was a double green. It was basically every signal aspect was showing. So yeah, when you do if you do get this route and you've got the Signal Enhancement Pack, get the patch for it, which is available on the website. If not, come to the Discord server and there's a link in there. Like as we come into Mank. Into the big city as it loads it all up. But you just save it just in case it did crash now. Well, the ATS routes tend to be alright for that, they don't usually crash. It's quite good. Is that the, what is it, the Orbsul Cord or something? This bridge here. Yeah, the Orbsul Cord, it begins with O, I know that. But it's another way to get from Manchester Victoria around into sort of Deansgate, Manchester Oxford Road and up to Manchester Piccadilly. The Orbsul Cord. Let's have a look. Might have the name on there. I think it gets used like once a day or once a week. Yeah, this bit here, the Orbsul Cord. Yeah, it just rarely gets used, which I think is not good. To Manchester Victoria, and that is a new route for me. So great. I mean, it just means we get to learn a new station. What's this one here? Like right next to it, Manchester Victoria. What's this? No idea. What's that say? Salford Central as well. I think that one's supposed to be. Yeah, Salford Central. Slightly peculiar sort of graffiti looking sign, which is quite cool to see, as I'd imagine that's probably there in real life. ATS doesn't disappoint, and yeah, I hope the same for the Train to Well content. I hope that doesn't disappoint, which I'm sure it won't. And there's also a couple of other routes they do. I think there's the West Coast Main Line missing link, which I think is Birmingham up to Liverpool, and there's also the Leeds lines, which is like, and also the East Coast Main Line merge, which merges the East Coast Main Line South, the East Coast Main Line Modern, and also adds Leeds in as well. But you need a ATS subscription for that, which I am eyeing up. Not yet. We've got this one to play with. Is that Manchester Central there? Oh no. No, certainly not. I saw a big glass building, I was thinking, oh, maybe it's that. And here we are, this is Victoria, which looks, yeah, very much not like how it does on Northern Transpennine. It looks modern. I think it's split platforms as well, 5A, 5B. There's 5B. I don't know where it wants us to stop. Just says 5 on there, so I assume probably towards the end. What's that, up fast? UF? Probably we are sort of an express service. I don't know where we're stopping. I suppose it doesn't really matter too much where we're stopping. I think class 769 there. So that will do there. So there is meant to be stop markers, but here we are. I think it's O to be the doors on that side. Well, that was good fun. And let's open the cab door as well, if we can work it out. How do we open the cab door? Oh, there's a button for it. Let me over there. Cab door release. Oh, that's nice. Go on then. Cool. And here we are. This is Manchester. What it is? Manchester Victoria. Oh, that's another cool cab. Yeah, the modern Manchester Victorian. Still got a massive grey going up there though. Look at that. Well, that is going to be it. There we go. Take a PMB before taking another train back to Liverpool, which means personal needs break. And yeah, there is working CDRA here, which hopefully will show off in another video. But links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch. Still very happy to be bringing this route and the train to the channel. I mean, the 185, very versatile, and the Chat Moss route is an ATS route, so it's good. Yeah. Discord, PayPal, merch store, and yeah, I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.